working on this 2014 Evoque, and the DPF light, shall I say, says exhaust filter full, which means the DPF engine management light is on, and it's also in limp mode. These are the fault codes that are coming on. So this is a very common fault code with majority of the cars out there. Now if I just turn the vehicle off, for instance, and just turn the ignition on, and if I was to clear the codes, it'll probably delete. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's have a look. Ignition on, that's fine. So it's fine now. Okay, so if I shut this door and if I read code, it may not bring anything, it may do, so nothing's been brought. And on here the engine management light should go, and it shouldn't come up with the code, but it will come on after a bit. This doesn't mean, you know, just because you've done a full scan and clear, it won't. What will happen after a bit of drive, it will sense it and then realize it's actually blocked, and it will boom trigger. So I mean, if we go into here, live data, I'll see what the DPF Soot content is in a second. That's if it allows me to go into it. So the Soot content is 5. Maybe it was on the verge of 6 and 7, that's why it was on, but then again it will come on in a bit. So what we're going to do anyway, to eliminate it for a good while, because diesel cars will come back no matter how hard you try, we'll go into the hot functions, we'll go into DPF here after treatment, and then you've got these 3 options. So this is a replacement of the sensor, this is the regeneration, this is the replacement of the DPF. So we're going to do a regeneration. Sometimes it says you've got to drive it, sometimes it does a standstill. So we'll find out. Okay, so what it's telling us here is this. Press OK. Turn it, so that means turn the engine off, have the ignition on. Okay. This is just kind of checking the sensors, sending signal backwards and forward, reading the Soot content. That's all it is doing really. And if it doesn't like it, it will just kind of kick you out of it. So there's really no option other than doing another procedure. So it's telling us the vehicle must be driven at such and such speed. So with this vehicle, it's got to be done that way, otherwise it don't work. So what we'll do that, we'll do the drive, have the revs at a specific speed limit, and then hopefully see how it goes from there, and then reset the Soot content. I've done the run. It's saying it's 4.9, it should be between 0 and 6. So earlier I would have thought it would have been above 6, hence why the light was on. So we have done that. It's calculating it's 4.9, which is good. So if I turn the ignition off, well, engine off, ignition on, and press OK, so it's happy with everything, in other words. And what we'll do in a second as well is reset the sensor on the DPF, which is this one here. We'll also do the DPF as well, but let's just do this one first. That's fine. Fine with that. Turn the ignition off. Okay, turn it back on. Okay, let's pop it here, it's better. Okay, telling me it's all good, so we'll just turn it off one more time, turn it back on. That should be it really, and I'll just come out of that system. Just clearing it, that's all, and then it'll come out of the system and jobs are good. In you can also do, which I personally would do anyway, reset the DPF as well, tell the car that it's had a new DPF, it'll just work better, and the fault may not occur as soon as it should do. That's all. Last thing, which is initializing the new sensor that's on there. Well, it hasn't got a new sensor on, but we're just telling the car it's got a new sensor on. You're just kind of fooling it, in other words. Okay. It's happily liked it. Turn it off one last time. There you go, we're out of that. And yeah, like I said, you can also do this one as well. So I'll just do it for the sake of it. Yep. Yep. So turn the ignition off. Turn the ignition on. Okay. This is all it is, just pairing up the new DPF to the vehicle. That's all it is. Okay. Then it's just going to delete all the codes that are stored within the ECU engine control unit. There might not even be anything stored. Here we go, all done, jobs are good in. Let's just turn it off. It'll say turn it on again in a second. Well, it doesn't, but hey ho, let's come out of this. And then let's just go back into control unit. And we'll see what the Soot content is. So if I do the live data, as you saw before, it was 4.9. Here it is 0 because you've kind of reset everything. So all it is, because the car does a lot of internal runs like school runs and back, that's what kind of causes it. But yeah, everything's fine, to be fair, no issues.